Now, divorce and family law challenges can feel stressful, costly, and complicated, but one local professional is helping simplify the process for families across St. Louis. Joining us live in studio is Mark Haefner, attorney and founder of Haefner Law Office. Mark, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, it really can be. I mean, it's complicated, it's confusing. So what should you look for when you're trying to find that family law attorney?
Yeah, when you're looking for a family law attorney, I think there's a couple of things you need to look at. One, make sure you find someone who focuses exclusively on the area of family law. There's so many people that do everything under the sun. These probably aren't the ones you want to hire because everything's at risk. Your retirement, your children, your house, everything. You want to make sure you get someone that this is what they do day in, day out. Next thing you want to do is find someone that probably has a team to support that person. For example, last year I had a heart issue. I had to leave, but my team was able to step up and represent our clients and went seamless. So nobody had to be like, oh gosh, I got to start over from scratch. And the third thing you want to find is someone you really get along with and they understand your goals and they're pursuing your goals. I was talking to my friend Don Mashad the other day about the three things that divorce costs you, which is time, money, and stress. And if your goal is to try, and it should be, try and get this thing done as fast and as cheap as possible, get on your attorney to send out that settlement offer sooner rather than later. There are some attorneys that want to wait until the trial date's scheduled before they even start talking about settlement. My opinion, you could do this very, very early in the process. We try and get an offer out generally within 90 days on our contested cases. And on our uncontested cases, everything's uncontested, so we're just writing it up and getting it done from start to finish in about 45 days.
Wow. And that really also goes into your first point, which is you could tell that your office, you really know this. Like, this is what you do, right?
Yes.
This is your focus. I would love for you to mention, for those that might not know, the difference between contested and uncontested cases.
So an uncontested case, which I highly recommend because the cost is generally under $2,000, is if you and your spouse can sit down and agree on everything. And I'll give you a quick cliff notes. Everything's going to go down the middle and the court's going to start at a 50-50 custody plan and go from there. And even though it's 50-50, generally whoever's making more money will still be paying child support, although they'll be getting a significant discount in that child support. So if you and your spouse can agree on everything and you can come to me and say, we agree on everything, we want to do an uncontested dissolution, awesome. All I'm doing is taking your agreement, sometimes giving tips or saying this is probably going to work better for you, or that's not legal, which I have to say more often than you would think, and writing it up, making sure that everything's right, that it gets done. And so hopefully we're going to have documents that aren't going to just help you 6 months from now, but we're talking 6 years, 10 years from now, the same parenting plan is going to be applicable.
Wow. And as we're wrapping up here, I want to make sure people know about your book, because you're a wealth of information and people can actually be able to receive that and read it and consume that.
Yeah. Over the last 20 years, I realized I was getting the same questions over and over and over. And divorce is kind of a mysterious process for people who don't do this every day. And I thought, what if I just created something that I could send to everyone? Whether you're my client, not my client, we just send the book out. I mean, you can get it on Amazon, but if you contact our office, we'll just send it to you. And really try and take the mystery out of family law, give some tips, tricks, anything that we can do to try and help answer a lot of these questions for you, the more general ones. And it's a book where you don't just, read from front to back. You go to the chapter that's applicable to you and read about it. And if you still have questions, give us a call. Happy to answer them.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Mark, for joining us today. Haefner Law Office, again, they are practicing all around the St. Louis area. You can learn more flatrateddivorces.com or check out ksdk.com/showme.